The Human Planet Mountains team filmed in the most extreme and precarious locations imaginable. With 41 active volcanoes, Java in Indonesia is the most volcanic island on Earth. And it's here, on Kawah Ijen Volcano, they've faced their toughest challenge. The team have come to film miners who dig sulfur from the heart of this active volcano. Filled with a cocktail of noxious gases, this is one of the most toxic places on the planet. Keith Partridge is a specialist mountain cameraman, and he's taking this challenge very seriously.
Of all the years of filming all over the world in some arguably the most spectacular places, I've never seen anything like this. It's absolutely extraordinary. It just feels like you're entering into like the jaws of hell.
To capture the sulfur miners at work, the crew must follow them deep into the gas-filled crater. Halfway in, the team take a break. Hartomo and Sulaiman, the miners they've come to film, hand out a simple lunch.
Okay, no problem.
But before their first bite, they get their first taste of things to come.
Hold your breath, everyone.
Suddenly, they're swamped by a cloud of toxic gas belching out from the depths of the volcano. The crew have come prepared, but they didn't expect to use their gas masks this quickly. This type of gas mask is normally reserved for war zones.
All on?
Yeah.
Whew. You do not want to be in the middle of this stuff when it comes in.
As soon as the air clears, the team press on deeper into the crater. The sudden gas blast is a sign of just how unpredictable Kawah Ijen is. But the crew must continue if they want close-up shots of the miners working in the gas, digging for sulfur. Scientist and researcher Dina Mufti assesses the situation before the crew go in.
I'm just going to go in there a bit closer in with a gas meter and see what it does. So the alarm's going off. It's reading 93 parts per million. It's going up to 194 now. So right in the middle of the cloud. Better get out.
She's discovered that the level of hydrogen sulfide gas is 40 times the crew's safe working limit. While the gas mask will protect them at these high levels, the camera is extremely vulnerable. But to capture Sulaiman and Hartomo's story, they must take the camera into the gas. But after just 8 minutes, Keith's worst fears are realized.
Camp for a moment. I think we might need to adjust the tape. No.
The camera fails, and he has to get clear.
We've got a thing called an RF warning on the camera, which means that the signal's not actually getting onto the tape. It's usually a head clog. So my guess is a lot of the sulfur dioxide stuff, the fumes have got into the camera mechanism and kind of gummed it up a wee bit. So I've just ejected the tape. We'll clean the heads and see what happens.
Director Nick Brown has a serious problem. He didn't expect the camera to be this sensitive to the gases. They abandon filming for the day and make the 2-hour trek back to base camp. Keith and technical assistant Patrick Murray perform open-heart surgery on the camera. It's the first time they've ever done this in the field.
It's absolutely filthy.
And they have no idea if it will work.
Hey! Nice. I love your work.
Right, okay.
On day 2, the crew is straight back into the thick of it. This time, they've taken 2 cameras. But after a couple of hours, one fails.
Wait for it to clear or something, or go down lower by the lake. We can clear out the fumes a little bit. We'll change the tape, see if that helps.
They swap to the second camera, but the tape head gets clogged again.
No, it's still flashing a warning. It come up with RF and it's now stopped again, so it's still same old, same old.
With both cameras down, it's back to camp for more running repairs. Time is running out, and the crew still have many key shots to get. But the constant threat of breakdowns still looms over them.
We've blown away 3 Verichems now, so we're being very cautious with our drill of slamming it in the bag before the cloud hits us.
The crew gather setup shots of Sulaiman and Hartomo on the edge of the gas cloud. But to film the full-on experience of the miners, they must get back into the gas. They've now decided the main cameras are too sensitive to take in. So the crew decide to try using the tapeless behind-the-scenes camera.
Give us your camera.
Give us your camera.
Come on, that one's not behaving itself.
The tapeless camera survives the gas, and the crew film firsthand what it's like to work in the sulfur mine. But as the gas thickens, the crew has to watch the miners they've come to know in distress. Sulaiman is especially badly hit. And the gas is so thick, cameraman Keith gets lost in the cloud. Incredibly, Hartomo and Sulaiman keep working. They only come out of the mine once they have a full load of sulfur. It's a sobering experience for the crew to see what the miners have to do to earn a good living.
It was pretty mad in there. You just get these waves of like this super heat coming at you, and that ain't steam either. And the lens fogs over. But these guys, there was 4 of them in there at one point, and they all come out and all choking, guys like coughing up. Absolutely hideous. It's like war.
Filming the sulfur miners has been the toughest shoot in the crew's memory. They've come away with huge respect for the men who work in this unforgiving environment. But despite the challenges of working inside an active volcano, the crew have captured one of the most haunting and memorable stories for the human planet.